scared. They've been through a lot. A lot of what? They've been through a lot. Yeah. They're not ready yet. They'll come around. They just need somebody to be patient. Sound familiar? Maybe all of those things are true. Maybe they really have been hurt. Maybe they really aren't ready. Maybe they even told you that, but you kind of glazed over it. But here's the question. How much of your life are you willing to invest waiting for somebody else's readiness? Because every day you wait costs something. Every excuse costs something. Every time you explain away behavior that hurts you that you wouldn't normally stand for, it costs you something. That's the desperation tax. It doesn't empty your bank account all at once. Yeah, it takes little pieces. It taxes your judgment. It taxes your confidence. It taxes your boundaries. It taxes your standards. It taxes your ability to look at the situation objectively. Until one day, you wake up and you realize you've paid far more than the relationship was even worth. Now let's talk about something else. The Teeter-Totter Principle. That's right. Remember the teeter-totters you used to use as a kid? Maybe you still do. Think back to when you were a kid. Close your eyes for a second. Not if you're driving, of course. Think about two people getting on a teeter-totter. One sits on one side, one sits on the other. Most people think the heavier person has all the power, right? I don't think that's true, really. I think the person with the most power in the situation is the one who is most willing to jump off. Because if the one person is terrified of the ride ending, the other person is perfectly comfortable jumping off whenever they feel like it. Who really has leverage? You know what I mean? Like really, really, really think about it. You see, the first answer would be, okay, you got one person. Think about a little chubby guy. And then you think about a little skinny little one over here on the other side. And you'd figure, okay, we know that if the big guy gets on, first he hangs on, probably just puts his hands down. And then the little guy gets on, he sits on, he says, you ready? He says, yeah. Then the big guy sits on and he can just kind of put his weight down a little bit, and pop the other one up and down, up and down, and up and down, right? And if he wants, he can fling the little one up into the air, probably almost shooting him off of the teeter-totter, right? You think, yeah, he has all the power. But then think about it. If the little one that just has maybe 20, 30, 40 pounds of the weight of the big one just gets off, what can the big one do on the other side? Nothing. They're flat on the ground. They can't move. Oh, they had leverage, but not really. They're stuck down there, as well as if the big one decides to put all their weight down while the little one if the big one puts all the weight down and goes all the way to the ground, the little one is high up in the air and can't get off because it's too high to jump off. And there's too much weight on the other side to come down. Okay, just think about that for a sec. Now, let me get into this a little bit differently. Just check it out. So, the answer actually is obvious. The person who is least afraid of losing the relationship, the person controlling the balance. Now, before anybody misunderstands me, this isn't about men. This isn't about women. This isn't about avoidant people. This isn't about anxious people. This is about investment. The more emotionally invested you become before commitment is actually established, the more leverage you quietly hand over to the other person. Not because they stole it, although it probably feels that way, because you gave it away